I manifest to get rich. By any means, I got to get it. Y'all can keep the rest of that shit. We gon' live this life forever. We gon' get this bag together. All that bullshit is whatever. Never broke again, not ever. Manifest your life. This shit is just like alchemy. From the bottom, boy, turn the dreams of getting rich into reality.
Nosebleed in the bathroom at the function when you nosy.
I'm in this game to get bread by any means. Fuck what they say. What is sucker talking shit about? I'm in this shit to win it. The Ed motherfucking Rodriguez, bitch.
Pull up in the truck, go rope in a fitted. Tatted like a motherfucker, get it where you fitting. Grew up in the drug trade, bro, that's how I live it. They don't wanna see a Latino get it. Pull up in the truck, go rope in a fitted. Poor bitch talking shit, hope better quit. I'm in this game to get bread, bro, I'm in it to win it. Man, they don't wanna see a motherfucker get it pulled up. Drink the Fetty cause the Mexicans spit it. Manifesting shit that you suckers only dream of. Money over everything, degenerates better team up. When the boys come knocking, you gon' stay solid. Keep your mouth shut and only speak the Gallic. This is drill shit, man. I put that on my father. You ain't talking about M's, bro. Don't even in a stingray, white on black, on-field Adams, cause I'm getting paid. Smashing down the strip in that black elevation. Real ones love it cause it brings that motivation. Sipping on a rose, mo with mimosa. Chiefing over, he was like a dumb, call me Sosa. Gold on my neck like a motherfucking B-boy. On the lookout for the ops and the decoys. Scared money don't make none. Why you acting like a factor when you know that you ain't one? In a little city where no one likes to see you win. Backstabbing virtue with no hustle, that's the way it is. Trap money clean in about 4 businesses. Ex-partners, politics, and turn state witnesses. I've never hated bro, that's a fucking fact. Came up from the dirt, all we had was each other's back. They don't wanna see a Latino get it. Pull up in a truck, go rope and a fit it. Tatted like a motherfucker, get it where you fitting. Grew up in the jug tray, bro, that's how I live it. They don't wanna see a Latino get it. Pull up in a truck, go rope and a fit it. Little bitch talking shit, hope better quit. I'm in this game to get red, bro, I'm in it to win it. Grew up in the jug tray, bro, that's how I live it. All I do is get cash and blow trees. Make these moves, get paid and then eat. The restaurant, they know me by name. Steak and lobster, rose, Clicquot, champagne.
All I do, get cash and blow trees. Make these moves, get paid and then eat. Stay away from suckers, keep it OG. And always stay guessing like I'm riding on E. Up with the sun every morning, got a bag to get. I'd rather bag coke than the bag of bitch. Fuck your feelings, get your money, I am not a simp. I need filet mignon and a lot of shrimp. In the backwood with a lot of hemp. I hustle hard for my team, I just gotta win. Cause who's gonna have my back? This AK-47 or this subcompact.
All I do is get cash and blow trees. Make these moves, get paid and then eat. The restaurant, they know me by name. Steak and lobster, rose, Clicquot, champagne.
All I do, get cash and blow trees. Make these moves, get paid and then eat. Stay away from suckers, keep it OG. And always stay guessing like I'm riding on E.
Decepticons and GoBots, let the max spray. Have you laid out, boy, with the crawdad sang. Ducking bitches like a deadbeat dad. Got nothing but designer clothes, touching my back. Got plaques on my walls while I'm making these slaps. On another scheme, bro, while I'm plotting for racks. The 4x4 got a Toshiba in the dashboard. I'm just doing numbers, next song will be on Billboard. All I do is get cash and blow trees. Make these moves, get paid and then eat. The restaurant, they know me by name. Steak and lobster, rose, Clicquot, champagne.
All I do, get cash and blow trees. Make these moves, get paid and then eat. Stay away from suckers, keep it OG. And always stay guessing like I'm riding on E. I'm a hustler, 10 toes to the block. Fuck 12, got no love for the cops. Keep it yicky with the ladder, only shells for the
at Smooth Morning, we don't break our code. We give you guaranteed satisfaction with every song we play, unlike other stations. Sorry, think it's that COVID kicking in. But unlike other stations, we just don't live up to the idea of not giving out quality music. Debbie Holly once said, I think Gandhi's influence is a little bit too eclectic than other man's. With that being said, here's Gandhi by Katana Stroh.
I'm not so Louis, but you know I'm a slugger.
Music only.
Test. Oh yeah.
Room. Original.
Are we here? We are. Okay, good. Hello. Oh yeah. Oh man.
Music only off.
We there? There we go. All right. Is that a little better? I think it is. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Raiders and the Steelers and the history. For anybody born past 1980, you're not going to really think that there was some sort of rivalry, but these two teams in the 70s and early 80s were some of the best teams around. The Steelers and the Raiders played for the first time in 1970. That was October 25th, and the Raiders won that 31-14. In the 70s, the Raiders won in 1976 and 1980 and 1983, while Pittsburgh Steelers won in 1974, 1975, 1978, and 1979. So for those 13 to 14 years, those were two of the best teams in the entire National Football League. Since then, the Raiders have completely fallen off and only been able to get back to the Super Bowl one time. Now, the Steelers, on the other hand, were able to get back to the Super Bowl 4 times and bring home the Lombardi Trophy 2 other times. So they tie for the record with 6 Lombardi trophies in the NFL with the New England Patriots. So it is completely understandable if you were to think that the Steelers were one of the best teams in the National Football League, because they have the wins and the hardware to prove it. Now, the last time these two teams met, it was Christmas Eve 2022, and the Steelers were able to edge out a win 13-10. Since that day, a lot has happened. The Raiders have a new quarterback, and that was the last game that Derek Carr played for the Raiders. They've met 31 times in the regular season, with the Raiders leading 17-14, and they have met 6 times in the postseason, and it's a clean tie with 3 victories on either side. So both teams, again, if you were to start paying attention to football in 1985 and after, you wouldn't think it was a rivalry. But I'm telling you, from 1970 to 1985, these two teams were the best of the best, and it was definitely a rival between the two of them. Now, since 1984 to 2002, obviously the Raiders have not been that good, and the Steelers really weren't that good until right after 2002, and they only played a total of 10 times during that And so not a big matchup there. So as we get closer to the game
goes with them Dracos. Steady stacking pesos and seen how low I may go. Baddies looking like they from the news on Telemundo. Mommy throw it back with all that ass, tremendo culo. Out with chiles y modelos getting served by a señorita. Drop the line for the
Test.
plug, I've been trying to reach out. Ahora loca, mueve la cadera. Abre la boca, ahí viene la madera.
Mamacita, give me besos.
Besos,
Hacen preguntas, say no.
say no,
Gonna wait to me at a case closed.
case closed,
When you hear them shots, better lay low.
better lay low.
Mamacita, give me besos.
Besos,
Hacen preguntas, say no.
say no,
Gonna wait to me at a case closed.
case closed,
When you hear them shots, better lay low.
better lay low.
Music only. Music only off. Music only.
Test, test. All right, we're back. This audio has been a little trippy lately, so we're gonna have to keep it right there. Not a fan of hearing myself talk, but I am a fan of hearing what I say. Oh, if you don't laugh at your own jokes, I don't know what to tell you. Here we go. Josh McDaniels and Jimmy Garoppolo were player and coach with the New England Patriots, won multiple championship rings with Tom Brady as their starting quarterback, both of them. And Mr. Josh McDaniels wanted Jimmy Garoppolo, so he got him. And he's had a lot of maturing from those days in New England. As the Raiders kick off to Pittsburgh, the ball lands in the end zone, and then we're going to start at the 25-yard line with the Pittsburgh Steelers and Kenny Pickett taking the field. And I'm pretty excited. Was sick for a couple of weeks. Last week was the first time I was actually kind of feeling half decent, and I woke up sick yesterday too. But here we have Kenny Pickett under center with Najee Harris. Gonna go ahead and send Allen Robinson in motion and hand the ball off to Najee Harris. Najee Harris stiff-arming one man, coming out of the tackles, spins around, gets the gain of 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Najee Harris, the Oakland native, showing you exactly why you need to feed him the rock and feed it often if you want to go ahead and come out victorious today. Kenny Pickett this year, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, but he did have to play the Niners the first week, which arguably is going to be one of the best defenses of all time. So Kenny Pickett in the shotgun. Najee on his left-hand side. Going to hand it to Najee up the middle, and Najee's going to get the 4 out of the 5 that he needed to make it 3rd and 1. Najee Harris getting back-to-back carries, testing this Oakland running game that has not shown that they can do much this year. With a 3rd and 1, Max Crosby on the defensive end, left-hand side. And we're going to get an offset I formation. with Najee as the tailback, Pickett under center. It's going to be handed off to the tight end, number 83, Connor Hayward, that was playing fullback, and he was stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down. Trying to be cute here when you just need to be a dog on offense. And what you saw from the defense side is there was a missed block on number 91, BL Nicholas, and he just came right in, sniffed out the fullback or slash tight end, and was able to get the stop. So Pittsburgh with a 4th and 1, get it to the punter, and the punt is in the air all the way back to the 10-yard line, and the Raiders get absolutely nowhere as DeAndre Carter gets stopped. Oh, that's right. So Jimmy Garoppolo starting at the 10-yard line, and this Las Vegas Raiders with Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Garoppolo's going to be in shotgun, and he is going to have Austin Hooper and Josh Jacobs exit out of the backfield. He's going to now have an empty backfield. Steelers bring 4. Garoppolo gets it out quick right to Devontae Adams, a catch for 4, and not tackled, just stood up. Patrick Peterson on the coverage. So with a 2nd and 5, Garoppolo in shotgun, hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs following his blockers, but unable to get much more than a yard. Going to make it 3rd and manageable. Yeah, I think we have one. Garoppolo in shotgun. Looks right, throws right, and that is an incomplete pass to Devontae Adams. Ezzy. With the return, makes one guy miss, spins out of another, and falls forward at the 49-yard line. That's number 19, Calvin Austin. Trey Blake says during the kick, holding on the receiving team. That's going to be James Pierre. Test, test.
Music only off.
Running on this freeway, closing deals in a suite with the ocean view, coast to coast in the you know we never heard of you. Making plays, boy, in a major way. Trying to see a million road running on this freeway. Heavy on the hustle, running laps on you broke suckers. They popping champagne on you motherfuckers.
Music only.
Man, it's your life. This shit is like alchemy.
Najee Harris with the Harris on 1st and 10 with the carry. Stays on his feet, finally gets tackled for a 4-yard gain. Pittsburgh with the ball for the second time today. Hoping that the offense is going to start to click a little bit here. Pickens is in shotgun. Najee Harris on his right-hand side. George Pickens far out to the right. Kenny Pickett throws it to the sideline, and Najee Harris is unable to get the one-handed grab. It's Pickett and Pickens. Max Crosby on the defensive end just does a little stunt, kind of improv stunt a little bit. Sees Pickett trying to roll out and is able to get hands on the quarterback and force Pickett into a bad throw. Max Crosby had led the NFL last year in tackles for loss with 22. 3rd and 6. Kenny Pickett empties out the backfield. Raiders bring pressure. Pickett rolls to his left. Sees the open man, throws it high, and he's unable to come down with it. That is Calvin Austin on the intended receiver. Threw his hands, jumped up, good 9 feet in the air, unable to come down with it. We're going to just take another look at that play. Crosby does another stunt, comes through the middle, forces Pickett out to the outside, and throws it to Calvin Austin, and it's high and unable to come down with it. So with a 4th and 6, the punt is in the air. The Raiders all the way back. DeAndre Carter at the 20. Spins back to the inside and is tackled. Ball comes out, but it looks like he's down first. And as we go to commercial break, we're going to listen to a little bit of Ed Rodriguez.
Music only off. Music only.
Back from commercial break. Garoppolo under center. Fakes a hand up to Jacobs. Gets it right to Devontae Adams, who gets the first down and then runs backwards. He is not going to get the forward progress because on his own he decided to run backwards. I don't think so. Let's see where they mark him. Adams comes in, beats the corner, Patrick Peterson, and then he takes a step in, which I think he was picked up around 9 yards. It's going to make it 2nd and 1. Let's see where they mark him. Because, again, he ran backwards on his own. You can't be pushed back. Yep, 2nd and 1. Garoppolo under center again. And, oh, my goodness. Josh Jacobs barely gets the handoff. You had a Steelers defensive lineman in the backfield tackling Garoppolo as he barely was able to get the handoff. Who was that? Let me see. Looks like it was Montravius Adams. Wasn't blocked, and Garoppolo barely got the handoff. Oh my gosh. He had to throw it to Jacobs because he was getting ready to get tackled. 1st and 10, Garoppolo in shotgun. Jacobs on his left-hand side. Devontae Adams going in motion from right to left. Pittsburgh does not look like they're in man. Looks like they're going to play zone here. And they bring forward, no pressure, Garoppolo with time. Throws it to the left-hand side. That's a wide-open Devontae Adams who gets the ball. First down, steps out of bounds. We're going to say about a 20-yard gain on that. 9:01 left to go in the first quarter. With a 1st and 10, Garoppolo single set back with Jacobs back there. Devontae Adams far out to the left. Going to go ahead and it's going to be delayed. Jacobs met in the backfield with multiple defenders, and the ball pops out, but I do believe he might be down first. It does look like the Steelers get it, and the Steelers do get it. That's TJ Watt with the fumble recover, and they're saying Steelers ball, Steelers ball. I want to take another look at that replay to see really what happened. But Jacobs was shaking defenders in the backfield, tried to scoot forward for a gain of 2, and then the ball came squirting out as we take a look at it. Let's see. I see knee down, knee down, knee down. And then the ball comes popping out. All turnovers are going to be reviewed. And if that's the right replay, it's going to be Vegas ball. But we're going to commercial break.
Music only off.
Who's gonna have my back? This AK-47 or this subcompact? All I do is get cash and blow trees. Make these get paid and then eat. The restaurant, they know me by name. Taking lobster, rose and Clico champagne. All I do, get cash and blow trees. Make these moves, get paid and then eat. Stay away from suckers, keep it OG. Always stay guessing like I'm riding on E. Decepticons and GoBots, let the max spray. Have you laid out, boy, with the crawdad sang. Ducking bitches like a deadbeat dad. Got nothing but designer clothes. Touching my back, black flags on my walls while I'm making these slaps. On another scheme, bro, while I'm plotting for racks. The 4x4 got a Toshiba in the dashboard. I'm just doing numbers, next song will be on Billboard. All I do is get cash and blow trees. Make these moves, get paid and then eat. The restaurant, they know me by name. Taking lobster, rose and Clico champagne. All I do, get cash and blow trees. Make these moves, get paid and then eat. Stay away from suckers, keep it OG. Always stay guessing like I'm riding on E. I'm a hustler, 10 toes to the block. Fuck 12, got no love for the cops. Keep it yicky with the ladder, only shoves for the op. It's hustle music, motherfucker, if you like it or not. Like it or not, I'm doing Vegas shots in San Luis Obispo. Doing moving from Baco to Frisco. Hotel, living in every city that I parlay, yo, we're spreading game. Time's up, bro. Game over.
Music
After
only.
review, the runner was down by contact before the ball was out. Like I said. Test, test. All right, we're here. NBCC it. Knee down. I think his butt was down. No, just the knee before the ball came flipping out. 2nd and 9. Great run. Shook about 4 or 5 defenders on that play. Still fell forward for a gain of 1 before the ball came out after it was down. Garoppolo says, I don't need anyone in the backfield. Sends Jacobs far out to the right. Steelers in zone. Looks like they're going to blitz, and somebody moved early. I don't know. I saw a lot of movement. Looked like maybe Raiders first. False start. Offense. Number 72, Jeremiah Elmeyer. UCLA graduate. Texas A&M, excuse me. Getting eaten alive out here by these mosquitoes. I never get eaten by mosquitoes. 2nd and 14. Garoppolo on the 50-yard line. Ball at the 45. Gets the ball in shotgun. Jacobs out of the backfield to the right. Throws it across the middle, and that is going to be a catch. Way to make the defender miss, and then finally falls. That's number 16 for the Raiders. Jacoby Myers, excuse me, was able to strong arm the defender, stay on his feet, and then he ended up losing his footing and just falling. That was the Raiders with a quick push. Jimmy Garoppolo needing 1 yard and gets it. First down. Laughing a little bit. My fantasy team just absolutely went off. I have half of the Dolphins starters, and then I have a couple of Seahawks guys, and my whole entire team went crazy. Garoppolo with the quick little push, needs a yard, spins forward, and wherever they mark it, they're going to take a look at it. And it is shorter than your mother's leg hair. That is not what he said right there. I mean, you're about 4 inches away. With 4th and inches, the offense still on the field, the Las Vegas Raiders are saying we're going to be able to get it. Got to give them the hard count. Probably going to go on 3. Wouldn't even go on 2 here. You want the free 5 yards. You want the free first down. Obviously, TJ Watt telling his defensive line to be ready. Mike Tomlin yelling from the sideline. And we're getting a timeout here by the Raiders. Josh McDaniels did not like something, and he wants to take a look at that. So with a quick 30-second timeout, the Raiders and Garoppolo under center, needing just a few inches. They're in the I formation. Garoppolo gets it, hands it, fakes the handoff to Jacobs, throws a humongous missile to Devontae Adams, who falls in for the touchdown. Not touched, caught the ball at the 1 yard line. Devontae Adams rolls in for the touchdown. That's going to put the Vegas Raiders up on a 7-play drive, 74 yards, 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Goodness gracious, Devontae Adams double covered, says, doesn't matter, just get me the ball. And you just see Devontae Adams on the post and throws it up. Patrick Peterson turns around too late, and Devontae Adams rolls in. Garoppolo threw a dart into a basket, and the Raiders take a 6-0 lead. As we're taking a look at the extra point, Daniel Carlson looks through the upright, says, give me that ball. We have the hike, the hold, the kick. The hike was low. He was able to get the hold down. Carlson does make it through the uprights, giving the Vegas Raiders a 7-0 lead as we go to commercial break.
Music only off.
Just trying to get paid. Everybody knows that hard work always pays off. I'm on my grind, what more can I say? I can afford to take no days off. I'm just trying to get paid. Everybody knows that hard work always pays off. I'm on my grind, what more can I say? I can afford to take no days off.
Music only.
Here we go. Daniel Carlson. Kicks it off to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it goes through the back of the end zone. So here we go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. First two drives, 2 3-and-outs, only gaining 13 yards. Pickett in shotgun throws, and George Pickens does not come up with the ball. Great defense by Marcus Peters. 2nd and 10. He lets the whole world know it. Says that he's strapped up. Just a quick little 5-yard out, and Marcus Peters came up with the hand, got in the way of Pickens, and Pickens did get 2 hands on the ball. I think he should have caught that, but I also don't get paid a lot of money to play football. 2nd and 10. Calvin Austin goes far out to left, and they hand it to the running back, who falls forward for a gain of 3. That's going to be Jaylen Warren. the Oklahoma State graduate. So, with a 3rd and 7, Najee Harris a little banged up on the sidelines, it looks like. George Pickens far out to the right, Calvin Austin far out to the left. Kenny Pickett says, hurry it up, guys, hurry it up. And then he sends Allen Robinson in motion from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Raiders bring pressure. Kenny Pickett says, I don't care. Give me my boy to the house. That's George Pickens with the humongous touchdown. Walks in, says, Calvin Austin, my bad. Oh, flag on the play. Is it going to come back? Flag on the play. Is it going to come back? Calvin Austin walked in. Beautiful pass by Kenny Pickett. Raiders defense getting bird. Prior to the pass, holding defense. Tutty. Penalty is going to be declined. Result of the play, touchdown. Calvin Austin with the grab. Kenny Pickett saw the blitz, knew that his line was going to be there to pick it up. Oh, yeah. Whoo, nice play. And he just lofted it up. Calvin Austin just ran right under it. And that is a touchdown. We are an extra point away from a tie game, a 72-yard catch. We have the hike, the hold, the kick. Chris Bosch throws it right through the uprights, and it's a tie game.
Music only off.
I take it
Music
back. I
only.
guess we're not going to commercial break. We just kept watching that touchdown pass over and over. All I saw was Jalen Warren picking up a beautiful block on Max Crosby, stopped Max Crosby in his tracks, and then you had Malcolm Conch coming in off the edge, almost got to Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett did not flinch for a second and was able to deliver a 72-yard dime to Calvin Austin. Jimmy Garoppolo has a 67.7 completion percentage in his career and 8.3 yards per pass attempt, third highest in NFL history. He did come from a team with some of the biggest yak yardage ever, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And so far tonight, he is 4 for 4 for 73 yards with that 32-yard dime to Devontae Adams. Garoppolo under center, fakes a handoff, and he is wrapped up by T.J. Watt. Goodness gracious, what a beautiful play. No one can stop that man right now. He's playing on fire. Wow, what a great defensive play. That is how you change the momentum of this game around. Have a huge 72-yard touchdown pass, and on the very next play, T.J. Watt wraps up Jimmy Garoppolo and throws him for a 10-yard sack to make it 2nd and 20. So you better put 2 on me if you want to stop me. Eight-yard loss on that. Jimmy Garoppolo says, take me in shotgun. Keeps Josh Jacobs on his left-hand side. 1 second on the play clock. Gets the ball. Throws it right across the middle into traffic. What a great catch by Jacoby Myers. 4 defenders all around. Garoppolo put that thing through a window, and Jacoby Myers is able to get the catch. And you're just going to take a look at the replay on this. Jacoby Myers on the 15-yard in, and Garoppolo throws it right through the 1 of the 6, and Myers takes a smacking as he catches the ball to make it 3rd and 5. Garoppolo is really well on those passes, about 15 yards and in. So 3 receivers to the right. Garoppolo gets the ball, looks left, throws it left. He lofts it up, and that is a ball intended for Amir Abdullah and does not come up with the catch. 4th and 5. The Raiders are going to have to punt the ball off as Garoppolo, with 3 receivers to his right, doesn't even look right once. Does know that Amir is going to be one-on-one. He gets the matchup he wanted. He lofts it up, and Amir had his eyes over his right-hand shoulder, and the ball went over his left-hand shoulder, and he was unable to get it. So with a 4th and 5, the Mosquitoes are going crazy right now. The Raiders punt the ball away. Calvin Austin with the big touchdown, gets the ball at the 20. Is he going to make it? So spins around, does not go far. 4-yard gain as we take a commercial break.
Music only off.
To the sky for me, better believe it's chess moves indeed. Checkmate, I'm a triple threat. Big Browns make beats and engineer tracks. Be my resume, 3 classics in a row. Merc season 2, now you're here number 5. Common solution if you rappers ever need it.
Music only.
Steelers with the ball at the 25-yard line. Kenny Pickett looks to his right, throws it, and that's going to be a dropped interception. That was getting ready to be a pick 6. Marcus Peters saw exactly where the ball was going, and he dropped it on his way into the end zone. Unfortunate. Oh, no. Yeah, I think that was 2 different pages. Pickett thought that his tight end was going to make a comeback, and Marcus Peters just made a beeline for the ball and was unable to get that. 2nd and 10. Pickett hands it off to Najee Harris, who is okay, and Najee Harris gets swallowed up by that Las Vegas defensive line. John Jenkins leading the path. The Steelers 3 and out on their first 2 drives, was on their 3rd play in their 3rd drive and threw it up for a 72-yard pass. So other than the one big play, this Vegas defense has been able to really stop Pittsburgh. So with a 3rd and 8, Warren's going to come in. The great pickup block on the last touchdown drive. Pickett throws it right across the middle, gets smacked. George Pickens on the catch, gets back up after he catches the first down. Needed 8, picked up about 15 on the play. Kenny Pickett got absolutely drilled when he threw that. And that was Jerry Tillery coming in. But we're going to take a look at that. George Pickens, he gets it on the 12 to 15 yard in route and then gets the ball, doesn't get touched. Ooh, Tillery smacked Pickens. 1st and 10. Najee Harris on the right-hand side is Pickens. Allen Robinson goes in motion from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Marcus Peters comes up, sees the gap, comes in and grabs Najee Harris, throws him behind the line of scrimmage before the rest of the Raiders defense is able to pile up on him. What a great play by Marcus Peters. Came through the gap, wasn't blocked, and wrapped up Najee Harris in the backfield. 2 Oakland natives. And just wraps up Najee Harris. Doesn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage before the rest of the defense just piles up on him, making it 2nd and 10. Pickett in the shotgun, no one on his side. Raiders bring 7 up to the line, and they end up only bringing 4. Pickett step back, throws it. That's going to be a catch for Allen Robinson, and Allen Robinson drags Marcus Peters for 4 yards to make that a 3rd and manageable. Whew. Pickett throws a dart right out to Robinson, and Robinson just was dragging Marcus Peters right there. So 3rd and 4. Steelers have bunch set to the left-hand side of 2 receivers and a tight end. Warren on the right-hand side of Pickett. Pickett with some time. Nope. Max Crosby wraps him up. That's going to be a sack. Max Crosby, 1st sack of the night. And Max Crosby is used to getting sacked, so nothing new for him as we're taking a look at 2 of the elite defensive ends in this game, 1 on each side. So Max Crosby, 1-on-1, just bull rushes right through the tackle. Okafor, and then Pickett tried to step up and was unable to do so. That was Daniel James. And the Pittsburgh 4th and 11 decide to punt it away. It's taking a Pittsburgh bounce as it is going to be downed at the 14-yard line. 49 seconds left in this 1st quarter. So with 49 seconds left in the 1st quarter, the Raiders are going to break the huddle. Both teams 80-plus yards rushing, less than 20 on the ground. 1st and 10. Garoppolo in shotgun. Jacobs on his left-hand side. Devontae Adams far out to the left. 8 seconds on the play clock, and they're going to hand it to Jacobs. Jacobs tries to make something happen, puts his head down, and he's unable to get much more than about 2 yards as he met Mark Robinson in the gap. Tried to put his head down, but Mark Robinson, a big boy. So, Jacobs out of the backfield. Ball goes to Devontae Adams. Needed 8, picked up 7, 3rd and 1. 21 seconds. Clock's going to stop. 35. Oh, clock is not going to stop. Stop for a second, and more than likely that's going to be the last play of the 1st quarter as we take, let's see, yep, end of the 1st quarter as we take a commercial break.
Music only off.
Trying to make a bigger profit, the rocket and pocket the same. And if them niggas copping and dropping, they sure that we keep it buzzing. Cause in this game, me and my niggas all feel like cousins. I'm trying to sell it by the dozen, making sure we stand up. Representing everything up in this game, jam tough. Truly did, my nigga.
Hey yo, moving that work, you understand?
Nah, I told y'all niggas, man.
My hood just like your hood, bro. You already know what it
Y'all
is.
niggas ain't slow, bro. You just work that shit our way.
I'm from the east side of town, Dayton Block. Tell me what you know. Grew up seeing drug sales and crystal meth, and that blow. Friend no CA, I'm from where everybody smoke. Hustlers, pimps, and prostitutes. Hot peasants stay hooked on dope. Asian homie strapped with the chop in the trunk. Got a Glock 40 in my front pocket for the funk. Seem like everywhere I go, jealousy played a part. Can you kill me, motherfucker? Do you have a blood heart? Akers ripping through the backyard, function noodles getting cooked. Better take caution, bro, cause your life will get took. Mad City, where I live, man, it can be deadly. 37.62 chops. Baby, I just try to maintain. Up in this game, just a product of my environment, bro. We keep it solid. Get this money, stay focused, kick this fucking knowledge, bro.
Nah, I told y'all niggas, man.
My hood just like your hood, bro. You already know what it
Y'all
is.
niggas ain't slow, bro. We just work that shit our way. Yeah. Got some music. On point like a tank. Sharp like a razor. I got game and I ball like the Lakers. Been
Music only.
Test, test. Jimmy Garoppolo, 3rd and 1 in shotgun. Not going to see the quarterback sneak unless he switches it up at the last second. 3 receivers to his right. Devontae Adams, the inside receiver. Garoppolo looks to his right, gets it to Devontae Adams. Needed 1, picked up 5 as he's finally pushed out of bounds. So now we have a 1st and 10 as we're moving into the start of the second quarter. You're going to look at Devontae Adams, just shutter, breaks to the outside, had Fitzpatrick on him, and Fitzpatrick, it's tough to guard Devontae Adams one-on-one, and when you just need 1 yard, Garoppolo gets Devontae Adams the ball. So far, it's 6 receptions, 70 yards, 1 tutty tonight. Josh Jacobs on the carry. Josh Jacobs with a 5-yard gain and puts his head down, runs through Keanu Neal, the safety from Florida. Ran that man over. Goodness gracious. Josh Jacobs missing all of the preseason. Took about 2 games to finally get going. Obviously didn't do very much last week against the Bills. His worst offensive outing ever. 2nd and 4. In the I formation, pitch to Jacobs. Jacobs makes one guy miss, cuts back to the inside, and picks up 2 yards. Dragging Mark Robinson for about 1 yard as we're going to have a 3rd and manageable here. 3rd and 1. Jacobs has 6 rushes on 19 yards so far early in this game. 13:30 left to go till half. I want to see Hunter Renfrow get a couple of looks here. Josh Jacobs on the left-hand side of Garoppolo in shotgun. Renfrow goes in motion on the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Steelers bring a blitz, and Jacobs picks it up. Garoppolo rolling to his left, throws it, and that is going to be Devontae Adams on his 7th catch of the night. Puts the ball over into Pittsburgh territory. 1st and 10 as the clock is ticking. Way to improvise, stay on his feet. Garoppolo had a blitz coming as you see Josh Jacobs pick it up. Goes right into the hole, gets the ball to Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams sits right in the pocket of the defense and picks up the 1st down. Puts the ball in the territory of Pittsburgh with 7 receptions, 93 yards, 1 tutty already. Devontae Adams having himself a night. We're going to see Garoppolo fake the handoff, pressure, throws it up, and that is Jacoby Myers on the intended. And we're going to say a flag. That's a wild flag on Minkah Fitzpatrick right there. Your receiver didn't even turn to look for the ball. How are you going to throw a flag on that? The defender is the only one that turned to look through the ball. Jimmy just threw it up. I want to see these refs talk about it. Let's see what happens. Yes, they pick up the flag. They pick up the flag. Because I just thought, yeah, that ball was not a good ball. There was not a lot of touching going on. I'm glad they picked up that flag because I thought for sure that was wild. 2nd and 10. 12:27 left till half. Jacobs with Garoppolo in the shotgun position. Josh Jacobs on the left-hand side of Jimmy. Jimmy with a little sweat here. 3 receivers to the right. Devontae Adams far out to the left. Hunter Renfrow in the middle. DeAndre Carter on the slot. Garoppolo throws it, and that is an interception. Levi Wallace just undercut Michael Mayer, the tight end. Garoppolo has elite receivers on the right-hand side and just stared down the tight end and threw it. Levi Wallace undercut the tight end and just got it. And let's take a look at the replay. I didn't see the ball get close to touching that grass. And there's Jimmy Garoppolo with his first interception of the game. It's like I knew what I was talking about with this gentleman.
Music only off.
Don't do the pills, please, love.
Music only.
Test. All right. What an amazing play by Diablo right there. Saw that it was going to be the wide receiver screen, came right in between two of the blockers and tore up Calvin Austin. Najee Harris, the single back. Najee gets the carry, makes one guy miss, spins off another. Max Crosby trying to rip the ball out as the rest of the Raiders defenders pile up on him. Should be a gain of about 8 on the play before he was finally dragged back. Najee Harris, what a beautiful spin move right there. So 3rd and 1, was able to pick up 9 on that. 10:30 left until half. And Pittsburgh is going to call their first timeout. Are we going to take a quick little 30-second timeout and just kind of keep the clock, all the cameras moving? We are. Well, ball right around midfield. And besides the humongous 72-yard play, this Raiders defense has kind of held the Steelers in check. But with a tie ball game, your defense coming up with the interception, you really want to kind of put some points on the board. It is imperative for championship teams and winning teams to score off of turnovers. And you're getting an opportunity right here as the Pittsburgh offense to do that. You have a 3rd and 1. Pickett is going to be under center. Haven't seen him under there most of the night. Warren in the backfield. Calvin Austin comes and pushes Pickett from the back, and that is going to be a first down with the quarterback sneak. Max Crosby and the offensive tackle having some words after the play, and there's a flag. It's extremely late. Let's see what it is. The side judge is talking to the head ref here. Personal foul, unnecessary reference, and that unnecessary roughness by Max Crosby after the play. It was on Okafor. Oh no, yeah, he pulled Okafor off the pile. Max Crosby didn't think too much of it. I mean, that's kind of a dirty play. Like, you could really injure a guy. I mean, what was he? Anyways, 1st and 10. Ball is now at the 29-yard line. Kenny Pickett gets the ball. He's going to hand it off to Warren. Warren sees the crease and is drilled by Ja'Cory Bennett, the rookie. But still going to be a gain of at least 5 on the play. And we're taking another look at that, and just a run to the weak side. Warren gets it, sees the crease, and then that's wild. And this is the difference between elite blockers and a guy like George Pickens. George Pickens pushed the rookie Bennett and just stopped. So Pickens, with a 2nd and 4 far out to the left, Warren gets the carry again and gets absolutely nowhere. Enormous stop by John Jenkins, just picked up Warren basically and pushed him back. That's going to be 3rd and 6. I imagine he lost 2 yards on that play. I don't know how after John Jenkins makes that play do you pull him off to the sideline, but that's exactly what Josh McDaniels and Patrick Graham decided to do on this. He ran through that guard and then met Warren in the backfield. What a great place. 3rd and 6. He ends up losing 2, just like I thought. Warren comes from the line to the back, 3 receivers on the left-hand side of Pickett. Pickett gets the ball, throws it to his left, and that is going to be a great defensive breakup, excuse me, by Nate Hobbs. Thought it could have been a little pass interference, but not called. Ball intended for Calvin Austin. And you see Max Crosby kind of dancing right over the center, comes as a bull rush, and the ball is thrown to the outside, and Nate Hobbs all over Austin but they don't call any type of anything. So Chris Boswell is going to come up for a field goal attempt here to try and give Pittsburgh the lead. 43-yard field goal. We have the hike, the hold, the kick. Everything looks good, and the Steelers are going to take a 10-7 lead with 8:33 left to go until half as we go into commercial break.
Music only off.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh. Goes through the back of the end zone.
Music only.
Davante Adams, who has been a beast all day, taking the field with Jimmy Garoppolo. One of my bold predictions at the beginning of the year was that Davante Adams was going to have his worst statistical season ever. Let's see, 1st and 10. Ball to 25-yard line. Myers goes in motion from the right-hand side, but stays on the right-hand side as Josh Jacobs gets the ball. Met in the backfield by multiple defenders. It's going to be a loss of at least one on the play. Saw Cole Holcomb just shoots the gap, meets Jacobs in the backfield. Great play. That's a great defense. That's the type of defense you're used to seeing here in Pittsburgh. Jimmy gets the ball, looks to his right, throws it back to the left-hand side into double coverage, and Davante Adams gets smacked by Mika Fitzpatrick and does not come up with the ball. Did hit the hands of Davante Adams. You know, let's take another look at this. I know I was given Calvin Austin crap earlier, so let's see if, yeah, Davante Adams goes up. Mika Fitzpatrick just on a beeline when he sees, doesn't even look up for the ball, and that was actually Levi Wallace who was able to get a hand on the ball as it was coming in, and then Mika Fitzpatrick just was using his footsteps to scare Devontae Adams. 1 second on the play clock, nothing on it, and either a timeout or delay a game. And the timeout did not come, delay a game. Yes, sir. Your $100 million man, delay a game, 7:53 till half. 3rd and 16, pushing. It was already an unmanageable 3rd and 11. Now you have 3rd and 16, third penalty of the day for the Las Vegas Raiders. You're going to have Devontae Adams far out to the left. Jacoby Myers on the slot, trips to the left. Garoppolo pressure throws it, and that's Amir with the catch. Tries to make guys miss, but does not get it. Needed 16, picked up 12. Would have had the first down if that same play happened before the delay of game. And we have a 4th and 3. And the Raiders are going to go ahead and they're going to have to punt this ball away. A.J. Cole wipes his hands off as Calvin Austin is far back to set to return this punt. 4th and 3, 7:17 left in the tail half. AJ gets the ball and throws a beautiful punt up. Calvin Austin calls for the fair catch at the 22-yard line. And that's going to put Pittsburgh in a good position to try to extend their lead here in the second quarter as we go to commercial break.
Music only off.
Salute amigo Draco.
Draco,
What you even wanna play for?
play for
Salute amigo Draco.
Draco,
What you even wanna play for? Stupido.
Stupido,
Mamacita, give me besos.
besos,
Hacen preguntas, say no.
say no,
Gano esa mierda, case closed.
case closed,
We hear them shots, better lay low.
better lay low,
Mamacita, give me besos.
besos,
Hacen preguntas, say no.
say no,
Gano esa mierda, case closed.
case closed,
We hear them shots, better lay low.
better lay low. Salute to all my amigos with them Dracos. Steady stacking pesos and Sinaloa, Mexico. Baddies looking like they from the news on Telemundo. Mommy throw it back with all that ass, tremendo cool. Y Modelo's getting served by a señorita. Drop the line for the plug, I've been trying to reach out. Ahora loca, mueve la cadera, abre la boca, ahí viene la madera.
Mamacita, give me besos.
Besos,
Hacen preguntas, say no.
say no,
Gano esa mierda, case closed.
case closed,
We hear them shots, better lay low.
better lay low.
Mamacita, give me besos.
Besos,
Hacen preguntas, say no.
say no,
Gano esa mierda, case closed.
case closed,
We hear them shots, better lay low.
better lay low. I do it big, Brody. Sábado gigante, vamos a la playa, Chief and Woods, and my huaraches. Tricking racks and TJ, all up in Hong Kong. Mommy twerking out, they're wearing nothing but a thong. Ven aquí, mama, dale morena. Chona, que linda ruca, mi mariposa, modela, ella sabe, me está sentando. Jefe, get it for the low when I'm buying.
Mamacita, give me besos.
Besos,
Hacen preguntas, say no.
say no,
Gano esa mierda, case closed.
case closed,
We hear them shots, better lay low.
better lay low.
Mamacita, give me besos.
Besos,
Hacen preguntas, say no.
say no,
Gano esa mierda, case closed.
case closed,
We hear them shots, better lay low.
better lay low.
Pickens with the toe tap catch on the sideline picked up the first down for the Steelers as Kenny Pickett fakes the handoff to Najee, naked bootleg, has the double coverage but just holds onto the ball long enough. I don't know if his heel was in. I want to take another look at that replay. They did mark it first down. I think that was on the Raiders sideline, so hopefully someone would have seen that. 6:30, Kenny Pickett hands the ball off to Najee. Najee trying to make something happen, but that Raiders defense, again, has been studly all night. Trayvon Moorhead right there was able to wrap up Najee in the backfield and not let Najee Harris get away. So you have a
Music only.
test. So here you go. 2nd and 10. Kenny Pickett, nobody in the backfield with him. Warren finally kind of whipping around from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Raiders bring 5, and ball intended for George Pickens and broken up by the rookie Jacorian Bennett. Great play, just slapped his hands down, slapped the ball as soon as it went into George Pickens' hands. George Pickens, an extremely physical receiver, and I'm telling you, Bennett, that's the second great play Bennett's made tonight. That rookie is good. G-double-O-D, good. He should be feeling himself because he's had a good night so far in this first half. Kenny Pickett, 7 seconds on the play clock. Warren on his left-hand side in shotgun, looks to his left, throws to the left, trying to pick on the rookie again. Are we going to get pass interference? And we are. That was supposed to be a comeback. And let's take a look. I mean, I saw multiple flags come in, but I want to see the replay. Bennett in the back pocket and just grab the arm of George Pickens. I don't know if the ball would have been there. I think he just should have let him go. Calvin Austin on the intended receiver. That 19 and 14 been messing me up all night. I apologize to all of my viewers that are here. No comments, so probably a ton of viewers. Ja'Cory Bennett, 4th round selection, 104th overall. That's my favorite right here. 5 seconds on the play clock. Handoff. Warren scoots through the defense, picks up the first down. A little boot scoot and boogie right through that defense to pick up the first down. Jaylen Warren, a nice breather for Najee Harris. They think it's going to be a pass every time, so they threw the run in a little bit and picked up 11. Jaylen Warren staying in on the left-hand side in shotgun, and it's going to be a pass. Kenny Pickett throws it to the right. Great play. Nice hands by Allen Robinson to get the catch. Allen Robinson fighting to make sure he held it all the way down. Marcus Peters ripping and gripping at that ball, but unable to get it loose. 2nd and 6. Marcus Peters been in the league for 9 seasons now. Kenny Pickett only on his 2nd year in the league. So Marcus Peters knows that those young quarterbacks tend to stare down their receivers, and he's had a couple of great breaks on the ball. Najee Harris with the carry. Najee Harris trying to follow his blockers, but that defensive line for the Raiders just eating up the offensive line for the Steelers today. So 4:30 left till half. You have Pittsburgh with 10, Las Vegas with 7. It's a 3rd and 4, 4 minutes and 20 seconds till half. What is Pittsburgh going to do down here in fringe territory situation? Max Crosby waving to the crowd to say, "Get loud." Kenny Pickett with some sweat on his face, trying to not give anything away, gets the ball in shotgun, looks down the middle, runs up. There is a flag on the play. Kenny Pickett's going to pick up the first down and some on this, depending on what that flag is. Gets pushed out at the 4-yard line, but that flag is in offensive line holding territory. Let's see what happens. You got Mike Tomlin on the side, who is looking very flustered as well. So you think he'd be a little more excited, but Josh McDaniels looks scared too. The line judge is talking to the head ref right here. Illegal shift by the offense negates the whole entire play. George Pickens on the illegal shift. I want to see a replay of this. Show me, NBC, what you see, because I don't see it. Let me see that NBC see it. George Pickens Oh, never got set. Such a frustrating thing to see. You know, as a football fan myself, as I know Mike Tomlin was pissed right there. 3 receivers bunched up to the right, 6 seconds on the play clock. Kenny Pickett gets the ball in shotgun. The Raiders defensive line able to make something happen, but Kenny Pickett says, I'm going to run it again. I might not be able to get as many yards, but I'm picking up the first down, as he just did that with 3:23, and you have an injured Vegas Raiders on the ground. Malcolm Koonce, who already made a couple of good plays on the day. So, Pittsburgh able to pick up the 1st and 10. And we're going to see on the replay over here, Jaylen Warren does that clip block onto Koonce, and that could be what has actually injured Koonce on the play. He might have just got clipped in the ribs a little bit. Not a dirty play by Warren. But right after that, he went down, and there's an injured Pittsburgh Steeler offensive lineman over there with his right arm. I didn't really get the number, but Koonce is able to run off on his own accord. Yes, still clenching to the right side of his abdomen area, but Malcolm Koonce in his 3rd season, 25 games, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss. He's had a pretty good day today. He might have just got the wind knocked out of him right there. He's had a foot injury. He's trying to stay healthy. He's going to get talked to by the athletic staff on the sideline, make sure it's not any type of concussion. But, yeah, he is labored on his breathing right there. So 3:10 left to go till half. Clock ticking. Calvin Austin goes in motion from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. And Marcus Peters met the Oakland native, Najee Harris, in the backfield. Didn't let him get away. Great play by the veteran corner. Just read that shows you that Marcus Peters is a fan of the game and watches immense amount of film, because he saw exactly what was going to happen and just read it. Met Najee in the backfield, almost was able to take the ball out of his hands as he was getting the ball handed to him. 2nd and 14, emptied out the backfield, the Steelers did. The Raiders have 7 on the line. They only bring 4. Pickett sees it, but runs right into Max Crosby, throws the ball away to Connor Hayward, unable to get anything going. Max Crosby was eyeing that 2nd sack. It just did the same thing again. Knows that you're going to kind of confuse the offensive line with all those bodies at the bottom. Crosby just was watching Pickett, saw that Pickett didn't really have anywhere to go, and Pickett jumped out of the way, said, I ain't trying to get tackled by Max Crosby. So with a 3rd and 14, there it is. The Steelers empties out the backfield, but brings Jaylen Warren in the backfield. That's going to be a handoff to Warren. Warren puts his head down, but that is not going to get past Marcus Epps as he makes the tackle for the defense, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Are we going to see Chris Boswell go for a kick? You got 2 minutes and 7 seconds with the clock ticking. The 2-minute warning is going to happen right now. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning with a 4th and 7. Let's see if we're going to get another field goal as we go to commercial break.
Music only off.
Commas on stacking them dollars. I manifest to get rich. By any means, I got to get it. Y'all can keep the rest of that shit. We gon' live this life forever. We gon' get this bag together. All that bullshit is whatever. Never broke again, not ever. Commas on stacking them dollars. I manifest to get rich. By any means, I got to get it. Y'all can keep the rest of that shit. We gon' live this life forever. We gon' get this bag together. All that bullshit is whatever. Never broke again, not ever. Manifest your life. This shit is just like alchemy. From the bottom, boy, turn the dreams of getting rich into reality. Talk horse, been on the run since the day I believed it could be done. I fall down, but I keep spinning rounds like a Mac 11 machine gun. Feed me the rock, I'ma run that bitch like my name was Bojack. Been getting bread since so folk, flipping 2 units in a backpack. Cookie and Hennessy, in the trap slapping R&B. Forever my lady like Jodeci, every time it takes control of me. Young fly Latino, the Cuban chain El Nino. Mafioso, De Niro, Big Bossolini, Bambino. The streets are mean and life is rough. I've heard it all, I don't give a fuck. Never broke again, living check to check. Cause money's the motive, enough is enough. Commas on commas, I'm stacking them dollars. I manifest to get rich. By any means, I got to get it. Y'all can keep the rest of that shit. We gon' live this life forever. We gon' get this bag together. All that bullshit is what.
Another one of my favorites.
Commas on commas, I'm stacking them dollars. I manifest to get rich. By any means, I got to get it. Y'all can keep the rest of that shit. We gon' live this life forever. We gon' get this bag together. All that bullshit is whatever. Never broke again.
Music only.
Chris Boswell sets up for the field goal at the 2-minute warning. 42-yard attempt. 17 seconds on the play clock. Chris Boswell gives the nod, gets the hike, the hold, the kick. Woo! Everything's good. That's going to give Pittsburgh a 6-point lead with 1 minute and 56 seconds left till half. And I'm going to be honest. I am kind of shocked that we saw the Cowboys lose today in Arizona. What's up, baby? Okay, do you need help? Oh yeah, go for it. Okay, if you need help, come get me. All right. Yeah, bud. Yeah, I am. Pittsburgh gives it a nice boot through the back of the end zone. Yes, sir.
Music only off.
Manifesting shit that you suckers only dream of. Money over everything, degenerates better team up. When the boys come knocking, you gon' stay solid. Keep your mouth shut and only speak the Gallic. This is trill shit, man. I put that on my father. You ain't talking about M's, bro. Don't even bother. This the valley boy, the heart of California. Chops bring the clap like the soldiers in the know you. This top shelf tree will put you on your ass, bro. Been burning flowers since a kid, way back in '94. Slapping Brother Lynch, E40 in the quick. Tupac and Too Short, Mac Dre wasn't shit. Just a badass kid with the rated snapback with dreams of getting rich on the West Coast soundtrack. They don't wanna see a Latino get it. Pull up in a truck, go rope and a fit it. Tatted like a motherfucker, getting where you fitting. Grew up in the jug chain, but that's how I love it. They don't wanna see a Latino get it. Pull up in a truck, go rope and a fit it.
Little daddy break for you. Sorry about that. Garoppolo throws it to the left. Devontae Adams over the head. Minka Fitzpatrick trying to get that interception, but does not get it. Over the head of everybody. Garoppolo. Has a 3rd and 4. with 52 seconds left till half. Garoppolo has 10 seconds on the play clock. Josh Jacobs on his right-hand side in shotgun. Devontae Adams loaned up on the right-hand side, 3 receivers to the left. Hunter Renfrow on the far inside. Garoppolo steps back. TJ Watt coming in for the sack and gets it. Garoppolo gets folded like a pretzel, loses the ball, but they're going to say that the play was dead before he lost the ball. His knees were down either way. Garoppolo got and is very slow to get up right there. He is hurt. That was a vicious play. Not anything I would deem illegal by any means, but TJ Watt was able to get there for the sack, wrapped him up, and then as Garoppolo goes down, he gets smacked by the other defensive Leal. Everybody wants their name on the sack, and DeMarvin Leal, no different. As Leal comes in with the hit, Garoppolo loses the ball. So you're in the 2-minute warning. If there was anything, it would come from up top. And with a 4th and 12, the Las Vegas Raiders deciding that A.J. Cole punting it away is the best option for them. 47 seconds left on the clock. Pittsburgh has 2 timeouts. And Pittsburgh looks like they were going to bring heat, end up not, trying to block that punt. And the ball bounces through the end zone. And that's going to put Pittsburgh with 38 seconds, a 1st and 10 on the sideline. Jimmy Garoppolo getting talked to by a couple of guys, a couple of the training staff, as we're going to keep a camera on him. And he's walking like okay, but I know he feels it right now. He feels something, but in the back of his head, he's asking himself, am I gonna feed? Yeah, he looks right at the camera. Right at the camera. You gotta ask himself. I gotta ask himself. You you gonna play through it, or are you just going to preserve yourself? Like how Jimmy Garoppolo is going to the back. He's going to the back. I mean, it's dang near halftime. Anyways, Kenny Pickett in shotgun, and then they're gonna do a draw play to Najee Harris. Najee Harris gets banged up, falls forward for a gain of 6 as we're getting extremely close to halftime, and Pittsburgh is happy with their 6-point lead. They're just going to kind of run it out. If Najee Harris could have broke something big, you might have tried to call a timeout, but there is no rush, and that's going to do it till half. There's 10 seconds till half, 18 seconds on the play clock. Pittsburgh starting to walk away right now. And that's going to do it. (13-7) as we head into commercial break. We're going to go ahead and listen to some Ed Rodriguez and Quintana Stroh as we go into commercial break. And my prediction is right on point that I had at the beginning of the game. It might be hard to score 11 points as an offense, 8 points as an offense, but you can. And then with Jimmy Garoppolo potentially being out for the game, you might have to chuck off all of the Raiders. You never know what you're going to get. The backup quarterback is Brian Hoyer and Aiden O'Connell. I know Hoyer is number 2 on the depth chart, but I would imagine Aiden O'Connell is going to be the guy. Brian Hoyer, I think him and I were born relatively in the same time. Yep. He's 37 years old, born in 1985. There are guys playing on the defense that were born in the year 2000. I think Hoyer was brought in as a veteran to kind of walk through, give him that Brock Purdy treatment to Aiden O'Connell. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But as we go to commercial break, a little halftime, I can I guess we can sit here and we can talk a little bit about what I thought of the NFL today. I really saw Mike McDaniels open up his offensive playbook and show why he needed to be a head coach and didn't want to be an offensive coach anymore. He wanted to be the head coach. He wanted to have full control of what was going on, and he obviously has playmakers all over the place, and the Miami Dolphins are looking extremely scary right now. There's no lies about that. You saw the Dallas Cowboys go to Arizona and lose. I was able to watch the second half. I didn't see the first half, and the Dallas Cowboys defense just did not look like it did. And I wonder if the Trayvon Diggs injury played a major role into that. I wonder if him missing, that's, you say it's just one player, but he's an all-pro player. I wonder if there was a morale hit just as heavy as there was a physical loss to the Dallas Cowboys, the defense there. So that was kind of shocked to see that happen. And what else? You saw the Jets have a chance to beat the New England Patriots today, and they were unable to do that. Zach Wilson in the fourth quarter leads the Jets 70 yards for a touchdown to make it a 3-point game, gets the ball back at the end of the fourth quarter, and then gets a safety. Credit New England defense and Michael Judon to be able to get to that, make that happen. But, you as the New York Jets fan, it was high hopes at the beginning of the season bringing Aaron Rodgers in, and I really thought that Zach Wilson was the man last year, and I didn't think that he was going to give you the competitive advantage that Aaron Rodgers was going to be able to give you, but I really thought that he was going to be able to score more than 10 and 15 points. It's unfortunate, but, it is what it is. So you saw Seattle kind of running up the score a little bit. They stumbled out the gate, but the last two games they've been extremely competitive. So the NFC West is shaping up to be a doozy with the Rams playing tomorrow. The Rams have a chance to be 3-1, 2-1. The Seattle Seahawks would be 2-1, and the so-called tanking Arizona Cardinals potentially beat the number one team, and it might have given them a boost. They'll be 1-2, and then obviously the Niners are 3-0. So that NFC West is shaping up to be something. Just saw one of the tackles talking here about what he saw for the Denver Broncos, and it wasn't pretty. But we're gonna go to commercial break. We're gonna listen to some Ed Rodriguez. You're gonna listen to some Cantano Stro, and I appreciate everyone for being here with us.
Music only off.
Yeah, bud.
Judge said no bail. Desperate times, they call for desperate measures. Got a fire in my soul, and you can't ever put out my amber afterlife. In that challenger and elevation, money is the motive, stratosphere is my destination. I'm just trying to get paid. Everybody knows that hard work always pays off. I'm on my grind, what more can I say? I can afford to take no days off. I'm just trying to get paid. Everybody knows that hard work always pays off. I'm on my grind, what more can I say? I can afford to take no days off. Don't know a motherfucker like myself. Stay dolo on the mission, trying to add to the wealth. Fuck the fame, bro. I keep that chicken on me. Got knots in my denim, mastermind on the scheme. Sit down, rubber moe and carbonara. Vacation flights to Puerto Rico and Guadalajara. Soy mexicano con mucho bravado, all gas. no brakes, they punching on the throttle. No way, Jose, bruh, I'm about my paper. It's about right now, if not, I'll see you later. I'm off that loud. I can't get over the flavor. What goes around comes around, ducking, dodging the danger. I'm just trying to get paid. Everybody knows that hard work always pays off. I'm on my grind, what more can I say? I can afford to take no days off. I'm just trying to get paid. Everybody knows that hard work always pays off. I'm on my grind, what more can I say? I can afford to take no days off.
Yeah, nigga, whatever. Yeah, bitch, whatever. Yeah, I know. I never let my niggas down. Nah, I never put them choppers down. Hit your bitch when I come in town. She ain't never let a nigga down.
Yeah, you broke suckers is fucking clowns. They ain't never in the trap when we come around. Where the fuck are you when shells hit the ground?
Blog put a nigga business out. Knock him down, now switch him out. I got ops I don't know about. Stand on business, we don't talk about it.
Chill, stay loyal to the streets in the G code. Bankroll, got my hustle on beast mode. Penny sweated in the wild, we looking like Rico.
We do real number, real shit, Benny Hummers. I take a nigga under. Watch 300, Yeezy, new Yeezy, before they drop, yeah. Call them numbers. Jay say I got the thunder. Pray to God for the runners. Whole pandemic, all I seen was snow. It's like I missed the summer. Put it on my mama. Yo, got it, he a Hall of Fame drug dealer. Yo, got it, he be running around real killer. Hush guy, he ain't fight no fuck niggas. Big stuff, who spawn one of you little niggas. Niggas say they slime, nobody dying though. Oh, get they working the floor, but go what they lying for. Yeah, go dollar for dollar, shotter for shotter. We can go 30 for 30. I'm scholarship got it. You gave a bitch a Birkin, I just gave her some knowledge.
I pray for the day when I run into my rivals. Keep an AR-15 assault rifle. Where I run from, it's all about survival. You scared, go to church, get a gun and a Bible. Rolex presidential on the wrist. E-Rod stay flexing on the jit. This shit ain't never gonna stop. Got the game on lock, numbers like K-pop, but we mafia. Making calls to the plug. What you need, designer clothes and drugs. Run through racks with Versace stove. Cuban chains and cigars and human dope. It's California boy, tattoos and low riders. Muscle cars and triple gold wires. A lot of drugs and I love my supplier. Hot boy, yeah, got the city on fire. Cannabis hitting hard like Pac-Man. Slide on the op, got chops from Afghan.
All my ops at the field, young niggas sick, young niggas ill. All of my niggas united, they fall into DC United. I gave him the pack and he tanked it. 25 paints and he drank it. Just showed him my count and she fainted. Showed him the plug and he thanked me. Ain't got it, you low, you janky. Look, bitch, just post me, brainy. Rolls Royce, stainless. Made my neighborhood famous. Ridge Crystal tourists. Hey, why your jury blurry? All my jury flawless. All my niggas starless. None of my niggas sanctified. They be throwing crosses. All my fortunes all set. All my diamonds battery set. That my little series I stamped that. My bitch like the same set, yeah. I see the same niggas doing the same shit every day. Different nigga, yeah, I had to go and make a way. Any day it's another $1 million play. It's like 70 million now, another 100 on the way. that's all I know. I got that go. I'm on my grind 24 in the J, man. I need more time on the corner. Bitch, I put in work. You pushing my block, homie, gonna get murked. That money, yeah, I'm doing my thing. Hustling the beats, the cushion, cocaine. That's the business, y'all. I'm making that paper, doing it all. I'm the plug, yeah, the one you're gonna call. Got the duffel bag boys and they all wanna ball. I'm something like Scarface, dipped in butter sauce, fresh clothes, California. I'm a goddamn ball.
I put that on me. I put that on the block, yeah. I put that on the streets. Put that on son. I put that on my son. Homie, I'm the only one that get the job done. Put that on son. I put that on my life. Nigga blowing trees, count money, ain't night. Put that on son. I put that on your head. Nigga, it's the mob. Always looking for the bread. Put that on
Go
son.
hard like the ground that's under my feet. If you suckers talk shit, you feel what's under the seat. 16 bars when I rap on the beat. You know the flow so raw like uncooked meat. I say fuck some jail bars, rather be in the streets. Just chilling with my fam and we smoke some weed. I listen to my music so I grew up with G. A bad bitch in a sack, boy, that's all that I need. I told the young motherfuckers they should get like me. Cause I be doing my thing, they ain't doing a thing. I'm a rap star, homie, and I don't rock a chain. Cause in the no motherfucker, you might get got. But don't try to run up on me cause you might get knocked. Then I go through your pockets, say all that you got. That's just how it is, presence where I live. Man, I'm feeling myself and I don't need a theater.
Put that on son. I put that on me. I put that on the block, yeah. I put that on the streets. Put that on son. I put that on my son. Homie, I'm the only one that get the job done. Put that on son. I put that on my life. Nigga blowing trees, count money, ain't night. Put that on son. I put that on your head. Nigga, it's the mob. Put that on son.
Ed Rodriguez, Hustle Music Biz.
All black shit with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast. All black shit with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast. All black shit with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast. All black shit with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast.
Home riding high, but no longer up on 99. See the palm trees chiefing while the homie drive. Up in the know, people know that your boy rap. I get respect from the real, cause your boy slap. Back to the subject, I'm highly intoxicated. We got some tents on the ride and got the speakers banging. We got some chicks in the ride, this one bitch keep complaining. Fish bowling in the whip, but she ain't saying nothing. We'll take them shades off, it ain't that smoky in this bitch. That's to the fact that you looking through some fucking tents. Bitch, you gon' blow my high, try to control your mind. Listen to the music and enjoy the vibe.
All black shit with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast. All black shit with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast. All black shit with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast. All black shit with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast, with the speakers on blast.
Got some subs in the trunk, yeah, we slapping shit. SS and RT, got the flyest whips. I keep them clean though, presidential on my ride. Keep a 45, sucker, try me if you wanna die. Black tea, car, hot, fuck some bathing apes. Huff a pill, have a chubby chick, losing weight. I sit and reminisce until I get a glimpse of a time when I was slapping Mac Dre and G Unique. Best believe I still do though, but my tempo more control. Cause Hennessy my mouthwash and Kush is my cologne. I can't wash.
Music only.
I saw that hit. I wasn't here, but goodness gracious, Devontae Adams got lit up. Glad they picked up that flag. Garoppolo and Shotgun.
Black shit with
Happy Feet throws it right to Hunter Renfro for an 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain, but not enough for the first down as it was 3rd and 10. Raiders get the ball, go 3 and out. Made sense why Pittsburgh going into half just said, we're happy with our 6-point lead. We know our defense has let up that one big play. And other than that, the defense has been pretty stellar for Pittsburgh. Just like Las Vegas's defense, other than the 2 field goals, they just had one gigantic play. So 5 seconds on the play clock. AJ Cole gets the ball, punts it away. It's going to go inside the 10 and bounce out at the 9. What a gorgeous kick. I know, I don't know what it is, but there was a kick in the Kansas City game earlier today. Oh my gosh, it was the greatest thing ever, and I was so mad at whoever didn't want to show the replay. That ball bounced at like the 1.5, 2 yard line, and boom, instantly to the sideline, out under 5. It was great. That was the same idea, but the Kansas City punt was near the hash. This Raiders punt that they just had was at the sideline, so still great plays. But come on, man. You guys got to talk about showdown sometimes. Like, special teams is what's going to win you championships. So, Kenny Pickett puts Najee Harris on his left-hand side. There's 9 seconds on the play clock. Steelers have 3 receivers to the right. Kenny Pickett's by himself on the left. Kyle rolling to his right. Throws it, and that's going to be a catch for Allen Robinson. Did I call Kenny Kyle right now? I did. My bad, Kenny. Kenny Pickett, 2nd and 2. Najee Harris on his left-hand side. Najee's going to get the carry and get the first down. Picked up about 3, maybe 4 on that play. 13-10 in the third quarter. Clock's ticking. Najee Harris, 11 carries on the day. 32 yards on the ground. Oh, hi, Apollo. You know, and if you're a purist, huh? Oh, hi, Apollo. Can I? Oh, hi. You guys see Apollo down here? Hi, Apollo. Oh, yeah, smell it all. Oh, goodness. So, Kenny Pickett fakes the handoff to Najee and then has pressure but lets a ball loose that is in front of his intended receiver, Calvin Austin III. Kenny Pickett had some pressure up in his face right there and was unable to deliver the strike that he needed to. Max Crosby one-on-one says, "You can't stop me," comes in and delivers a hit. I don't even know if Kenny saw that because the Raiders had Marcus Epps coming in on a safety blitz. And Max Crosby says, oh yeah, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming all over you. 2nd and 10. 6 seconds on the play clock. Kenny Pickett wants to identify where Max Crosby is and says, Najee, you can take this. Najee breaks to the outside, makes one guy miss, falls forward. That's going to be 3rd and manageable, exactly what you want to see. Najee Harris with a great run right there. That's what when I said at the beginning of the game, you better feed that man. You better feed that man. You better keep him fed all night. As he comes to the sideline, Jalen Warren's going to come in, who has been a great blitz picker-upper. So with 3rd and 5, I imagine the Steelers are going to start this one in shotgun. You're going to have Warren coming from the outside to the inside, see that the defense is in man. Diablo now at the line. Kenny Pickett with the hot feet gets it to George Pickens, who picks up the first down, starts scooting around, gets into Raider territory before he just steps out of bounds. George Pickens had nothing but green grass on that play and was able to take it up the sideline. The Steelers' offensive line was able to get all of the defensive line and just give Kenny Pickett enough time, and Unfortunately, the rookie Bennett wasn't able to stay where he needed to on the crossing route, and George Pickens was able to pick up the easy first down. So 6 seconds on the play clock. Max Crosby's taking a play off. Kenny Pickett's under center. Nope, he's getting a little buff on the play clock. Fakes the handoff to Warren. Looking down left, just throws it to Warren out of the backfield. Warren makes nobody miss as he comes out of the tackle from Hobbs, but there was 2 defenders honing down in, so that's going to be 2nd and 8, gain of 2 on the play. And Max Crosby was trying to get to Pickett right there, and Max Crosby went down with a little bit of a, looks like some sort of lower leg injury, and only takes 1 play off before he comes out, you know, just a little right there. Max Crosby with his 3-point stance. Kenny Pickett hands it off to Najee Harris. Najee Harris gets tackled by Max Crosby and company. It's going to be 3rd and long, exactly what you want if you're the defense. And Mike Tomlin, fan of hard-nosed defense, smiles after that play, even if his team was the one hurting. 3rd and 7. Najee was able to get a gain of 1. And Max Crosby telling the crowd to get loud. 11 seconds left on the play clock. Kenny Pickett better hurry it up. Lifts his leg up. Gets the ball. Looks left. Pressure. Max Crosby in his face. He throws it away. Just throws it away. Max Crosby's been all over the place tonight. Max Crosby got hit once, had the tackle, and then Pickett just rolled right into him. So Chris Boswell, this is a 57-yard attempt. We have the hike, the hold, the kick. The kick looks good. It's straight. It has the distance, and that's going to go through the uprights, giving the Pittsburgh Steelers a 16-7 lead. There you go. And we go to commercial break.
Music only off.
Hey, vibe with a nigga. Put you on the game. Add money on the beat. Let's go. Carolina raised the man. Truly did, my nigga. Hey, yo. Moving that work, you understand? Nah, I told y'all niggas, man. My hood just like your hood, bro. You already know what it is. You niggas ain't slow, bro. We just work that shit out with. Carolina in my vein until the day I see the dirt. I give you what it's worth and I let you know how we work. Up in this game, they twerk and talk about all of that bullshit. When niggas 17 up on the grind, toting them full clips. Make niggas do full flips, maybe even somersaults. In this game, we just saucing just to make a bigger boss. Trying to make a bigger profit, the rocket and pocket the same. And if them niggas copping and dropping, they rocking the game. We trying to pop the shit, man, and make sure that we keep it buzzing. Cause in this game, me and my niggas all feel like cousins. We trying to sell it by the dozen, making sure we stand up. Representing everything up in this game, jam tough. California raised the man. Truly did, my nigga. Hey, yo. You understand? Nah, I told y'all niggas, man. My hood just like your hood, bro. You already know what it is. You niggas ain't slow, bro. We just
I'm from the east side of town, Dayton Block. Tell me what you know. Grew up seeing drug sales and crystal meth, and that blow. Friend no CA, I'm from where everybody smoke. Hustlers, pimps, and prostitutes. Hot peasants stay hooked on dope. Asian homie strapped with the chop in the trunk. Got a Glock 40 in my front pocket for the fun. Seem like everywhere I go, jealousy played a part. Can you kill me, motherfucker? Do you have a black heart? AKs ripping through the backyard, function noodles getting cooked. Better take caution, bro, cause your life will get took. Mad City where I live, man, it can be deadly. 37.62 chops to we madly, but it's crazy, baby. I just try to maintain while my brothers stay locked up in this game. Just a product of my environment, bro. We keep it solid. Get this
Pittsburgh
stay
with a 16-7 lead.
Music only.
Steelers fan base zips all around the world. Jimmy Garoppolo comes back in under center, sends Jacoby Myers in motion from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, sees what defense he likes, decides to go ahead and bring Austin Hooper in, hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs puts his head down, spins around, picks up 6. Garoppolo looks okay after getting bent like a pretzel in the first half. J.J. Watt says that T.J. Watt is the best defensive player ever. You know, it's like they're brothers or something. Michael Mayer goes in motion from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Garoppolo hands the ball off to Jacobs. I was going to say Garoppolo looks a little timid. Like, you know, whatever happened when he got folded like that pretzel, he's thinking about it still. Third and 1, Garoppolo in the offset I formation. Sends Mayer in motion from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, points at the Mike linebacker and says, I see what you're doing. Garoppolo jumps back, gets it to Devontae Adams, gets the first down. Devontae Adams makes one guy miss and then finally is wrestled by Levi Wallace, who's done damage all day long. Finally throws Devontae Adams to the ground in Steeler territory. It looks like it's going to be just a quick little run, and Devontae Adams. Oh, Wallace was on him the whole time, just kind of circled all around. Levi Wallace has a tough task. I mean, Devontae Adams, you know, you could arguably say he's the best wide receiver in the game with 8 receptions, 115 yards on the day. Early in the third quarter, 4 seconds on the play clock, Jimmy Garoppolo fakes the handoff, has pressure, throws it to the ground of Josh Jacobs. He felt the pressure coming and just got rid of it. And that's what yeah, you can tell Jimmy Garoppolo is just a little uncomfortable, uneasy. I'm telling you, he's scared. He's a scared quarterback, and I was not sad to see the Niners get rid of him. 2nd and 10 I formation, fakes the handoff to Jacobs again, has plenty of time, tells someone to go deep, and then throws it deep, and that's going to be an interception by the Patrick Peterson, who just read the play the whole entire way. 2nd interception on the day by Garoppolo. That one wasn't even close. It was in double coverage. Patrick Peterson just saw that all the way. It was to Jacoby Myers, and if Patrick Peterson didn't pick that ball off, it looked like Levi Wallace, or no, that was actually Desmond King was going to pick it off. So when are we going to see Aiden O'Connell come in? I'm trying not to be a Garoppolo hater, but it's so hard not to. He's just not good. He was in a great system, and he made it look average.
Music only off. Music only.
So let's see on the replay on that last one. Devontae Adams goes across the middle. Devontae Adams breaks to the up, and he was double covered the whole way. He told Devontae Adams to go up and then threw it to Jacoby Myers the other way, who was in double coverage by Kesmond Deaton. Kenny Pickett throws a strike to George Pickens, who picks up the first down and 15 yards on the play. Boom. Nice strike for Kenny Pickett to George Pickens. Pickens with 4 receptions on the day, 75 yards. Jalen Warren in the backfield. Kenny Pickett under center. Pitches it to Warren. Warren runs into Marcus Peters and runs out of Marcus Peters' hands, who slips forward for a gain of maybe 6-7 on the play. Patrick Peterson leads all active players with interceptions with 35 now. That ball was about 3 feet overthrown of Jacoby Myers' head on that interception by Garoppolo. They just showed another replay. That's the only reason I'm talking about it. 2nd and 6. 5:55 in the third quarter. Kenny Pickett's under center, and he fakes the handoff, fakes the end around, then throws it to Warren. Warren gets what he needs, makes one guy miss, runs into Diablo. Diablo does not let him get away after Warren scampers for another 17 plus on the play, picking up the first down now in Raider territory. As we're just going to take another replay as they fake the handoff, fake the end around, get it to Warren. Warren with green grass shakes out of Marcus Epps' hands, but runs right into Diablo. And Diablo, we all know, a monster, makes the tackle. 1st and 10, ball at the 44-yard line. Shotgun with Najee Harris back in the game on the right-hand side of Pickett. Pickett stepping back, throws a strike across the middle. Beautiful, beautiful catch. Looks like that's going to be Pat Fairmouth, who picks up the first down and some. At least 16 on the play, 4:54 and ticking in the third quarter. Pittsburgh's offense kind of rolling for the first time of the day. Looks like it has juice. The parts are moving. They're seeing what the defense is giving them, and they're taking it right now. With the second turnover of the day, of course, you want to get points. Najee Harris is going to get the carry and scampers through the defensive line, gets to the outside. George Pickens stays on his block on the rookie Bennett, and Najee a little slow to get up on the sideline, but he's able to pick up 15 plus on that play as the Pittsburgh offense is picking up the chunk yards that they need. We're in the red zone here, and Najee Harris is very slow to get up. He made it through the first and second line of the defense, and he cut to the outside. George Pickens stays on his block, and whoa, that was Trayvon Mooring. The safety came up and put a shoulder into Najee Harris, and Najee slow to get up, but giving everyone high fives as he looks like he's okay. That was a smack by Trayvon on the defense. My goodness. 1st and 10, 4:20 and counting in the third quarter. We are Kenny Pickett, and this Pittsburgh offense is in the red zone. Ball at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. They can easily pick up the first down without needing to score. But Kenny Pickett's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll to his left and throw to the end zone, and that's going to be Pat Fairmouth on the touchdown, giving the Pittsburgh a 22-7 lead as the Las Vegas Raiders are looking lost here. 6 plays, 81 yards, 3 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock, and the Steelers chunk play after chunk play score. And it looks like a double tight end onto the left. Looks like you're going to run it, but Pat Fairmouth with his arm in the air had Diablo beat. Diablo can lay the stick, but he made He made a jump to the inside, and Pat Fairmouth just ran right by him, and Diablo was unable to get back into the play, as Boswell's going to do the point after the hike, the hold, the kick, everything good, right through the upright, 23-7 lead, 3 minutes, 56 seconds left in the third quarter, and the Steelers are coming in hot.
Music only off.
As we're going to take a listen to some Pantano Stro during this commercial break.
Here at Smooth Morning, we don't break our code. We give you guaranteed satisfaction with every song we play, unlike other stations. Sorry, it's that COVID kicking in. But unlike other stations, we just don't live up to the idea of not giving out quality music. Debbie Holly once said, I think Gandhi's influence is a little bit too eclectic than other bands. With that being said, here's Gandhi by Katana.
Music
That's the
only.
one thing about Garoppolo is when he is down and it's like back against the wall, he does tend to just kind of turn it on, and he threw an absolute strike to Jacoby Myers for his fourth reception, 57 yards on the day. Garoppolo's going to hand this one off to Josh Jacobs, who is met in the backfield and wrestles multiple defenders for a gain of maybe nothing, and Josh Jacobs slow to get up on that one. Jacobs gonna walk to the sideline here. Second and 10. Mike Tomlin walking out on the field, and what are we getting? An injury timeout? What's going on? Oh, we got, yes. Oh, no. That's not good. We're looking at Levi Wallace on his knees. Eighth season, he had one interception, the first interception, and he's made some great plays. Other than that, excuse me. That's why Tomlin's walking onto the field. That would make a little more sense. Raiders getting a little extra time to try and get this offense clicking. Pittsburgh with 23. 2 more than what I predicted. So if the Raiders score 10, it would be right on par for what I thought. But they got a couple extra field goals in there. I like this setup. I'm gonna fix the back. We're gonna get. I'm gonna put a. We're gonna get this looking a little better. But we do have my first golf tournament that we're gonna be live streaming coming up September 30th. I'm gonna be sitting at a par 3, so we're gonna see how that goes. You know, never done anything like that before, so it was the first time for everything. It's gonna be an interesting day. But we're at a commercial break. We're going to go ahead and take a listen to Katana Stro here.
Music only. Music only off.
Garoppolo
Music only.
empties out the backfield. Renfro and Devontae Adams far out to the left. And Garoppolo throws a wobbly ball to Devontae Adams, who picks up the first down, gain of 12 on the play. Got to take this. Little family call right there. Sorry about that. Garoppolo scampered. It looks like his knee's okay. His ankle, whatever, he got folded like a pretzel. He's picked up the first down, and he got up so quick as the defender went to jump over him, smacked him in the head. I'm glad there was not a flag because I felt like that was just a weird play. So Garoppolo has 6 seconds on the play clock and pressure in his face, and that's a sack. Great play by the defensive lineman, Keanu Benton, the rookie. Wow. I'm sorry, but sometimes, like, when I beat the professionals to it, I know that I'm on the right path. I just beat Al Michaels to that call. Jacoby Myers was wide open on that. Anyways, I beat Al, was it whoever this guy is on Sunday Night Football to the name and I was getting ready to call the college and I decided not to. But golly, they get professional help. I'm trying to tell you.
Music only off.
Coming back from commercial break and starting in the fourth quarter. Garoppolo in shotgun, and the play is blown dead. False start, offense, number 66.
Music only.
5-yard penalty, free play, first down. And with a 2nd and 24, Garoppolo gets the ball, trying to get a chunk play here, has plenty of time, and then runs up out of the pressure, throws a strike to the sideline. Devontae Adams gets the catch. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Pittsburgh with a 23-7 lead here. A lot of talk going on, I guess, to see what's going on with this flag. The line judge is talking to Tomlin here. And he's saying, move him back. Move him back. Holding offense. Number 66. My lip reading skills were on point. Let's look at Parham there. Ooh. And that was almost another sack by Benton, the rookie. He was held on that. It's going to be the 6th penalty of the night for the Raiders for 56 yards. 2nd and 34. Push him back. Defensive backs, keep your hands off the receivers. Quick little pitch out to DeAndre Carter. DeAndre Carter getting a chunk of the plays back as it's going to be 3rd and I don't know. And there was a lot of pushing going on at the end of that play by both sides, and the refs let him go, but there looks like there might be an injured player. DeAndre Carter here. Just go ahead and get that little wide receiver screen. The offensive linemen were able to get out, and Minkah Fitzpatrick made a great tackle right on the thigh of Carter. Kind of broke off from the offensive line, but everybody's up and good. Jacoby Myers by himself on the right-hand side. Renfro and Adams on the left-hand side. Garoppolo in the shotgun gets the ball, throws it to the right-hand side, and that's Jacoby Myers making a snag. Needed 18, picked up what? Oh, picked up about 13, and they're saying catch, great catch. Double toe tap, triple toe tap before he went out, and I the taps are good with me. I got 3 taps. But I want to see that ball. That ball looks good from that angle. What's the angle on the other side? 4th and 5. Raiders say, F it, we got to go for it. 13 minutes till the end of the game with 27 seconds to go with that. 10 seconds on the play clock. And the Raiders are hoping that the defensive line jumps here with 5 seconds on the play clock. Garoppolo gets the ball. He looks left, has pressure, throws it across the middle, and Jacoby Myers doesn't come up with the play. Levi Wallace, comes up with another defensive stop like he's done all night. Levi Wallace with the interception and multiple stops, smacking the ball away from receivers as they go to get the ball. As the Raiders are getting demolished here on Sunday night by the Steelers.
Music only off. Music only.
Alrighty. Coming back from commercial break. Pittsburgh Steelers with the ball. Najee Harris with the carry out of the shotgun. Ooh, runs right into Diablo, who was on the ground, and Najee Harris just fell forward about 4 yards on the play, I'd say. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes, 50 seconds left till the end of the game. 2nd and 7. Najee Harris is going to take a break on this one. The Steelers are going to go ahead and send in Jaylen Warren, who's had a very efficient night tonight. Kenny Pickett says, Jaylen, go ahead and come back to the backfield. You better hurry. Got 4 seconds on the play clock. Jaylen Warren gets the running back screen that was in a weird position, but still kept the clock ticking. Was able to pick up about 5 on the play. That's going to be 3rd and manageable. I'd say 3rd and 2, depending on the spot. Looks like a favorable spot for the Steelers. You got 12 minutes and 10 seconds left till the end of the game. Mark Davis over there having buyer's remorse on Jimmy Garoppolo right now. 3rd and 2. Mike McDaniels is like, I might lose my job this year, as Allen Robinson goes in motion from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Kenny Pickett gets the ball, looks left, rolls to his right, throws to his right, and that's going to be a catch out of bounds for Jaylen Warren. Would have picked up the first down on the play, but wasn't able to get any feet in bounds. So Jimmy Garoppolo and Devontae Adams talking on the sideline right now before they go take the field, trying to make this an epic comeback of masterful proportions. And I feel like these Raiders have some pieces of the puzzle that look really well here, as Pittsburgh gets the punt off, and the Raiders are going to get the ball with DeAndre Carter inside the 10, and he falls at the 20-yard line. And that is where Garoppolo and these Las Vegas Raiders are going to take over. So we have 11 minutes and 32 seconds. The Raiders are down 16. I guess that's only 2 touchdowns. So let's see what Jimmy Garoppolo and Mike Lombardi are able to do going into this 4th quarter.
Music only off.
Making plays, boy, in a major way. Trying to see a million road running on this freeway. Closing deals in a suite with the ocean view. Coast to coast, international, we never heard of you. Making plays, boy, in a major way. Trying to see a million road running on this freeway. Heavy on the hustle, running laps on you broke sectors. Stay popping champagne on you motherfuckers.
A couple grand in the Glock in the shape, cause I come from a place where the streets ain't safe. Gotta keep it strapped if you tryna move weight, cause them suckers get clapped over stupid mistakes.
Music only.
Coming back from commercial break, TJ Watt takes the field, trying to ensure that Pittsburgh gets a victory here. TJ Watt in a 3-point stance. Garoppolo and shotgun. Jacobs on his left-hand side. Devontae Adams far out to the left. DeAndre Carter goes in motion. He fakes the handoff to Carter. Garoppolo steps up, throws it to Devontae Adams, who gets the ball at the 40 and is tackled at the 46. Great pickup there. Exactly what the Raiders are going to need to get this fourth quarter comeback in order. There's no other way. There was a gain of 26 on that. Garoppolo just stays in defensive line, honing in on him, and somehow, some way in the zone, Devontae Adams is wide open. 10 receptions on the night, 153 yards with a tutty. The rookie goes in motion from the right to left-hand side. Devontae Adams out of the backfield gets the ball and pushed out of bounds for a gain of maybe 6. I'm trying to do anything to get the playmakers of the Raiders, the hands on the ball. You don't see that very often from this Raiders offense. That is the 9th 100-yard game for Devontae Adams since 2012. Tonight he has 159 yards. That was a gain of 6. Jacobs goes far out to the left, and it makes the defense of Pittsburgh adjust. Garoppolo gets the ball with an empty backfield. TJ Watt coming in hard, but Hunter Renfrow gets the first down and some. With the clock ticking with 10 minutes and 6 seconds and counting, Las Vegas Raiders finding some momentum. Maybe too little too late. Pittsburgh is just playing prevent. They don't want anything over their head, so the Raiders are just dinking and dunking, which is fine. You know, get your chunk yards as you need them. With a 1st and 10, 9:45, down 16. Josh Jacobs is going to get the handoff. Jacobs gets about 8 yards deep before he runs into any type of defenders. Finally, Quan Alexander and company push Jacobs to the ground. That's going to be a first down for the Raiders either way. Like I said, the Steelers playing this soft defense, and the Raiders are just taking advantage. Jacobs with another carry. Jacobs again, same idea. Not really hit till 5-6 yards deep. Again, on back-to-back, Kawan Alexander smacking Jacobs, but Jacobs saying, I'm a hard runner, falling forward. Is that going to be a first down or a 9-yard gain? Only the line judge is going to let me know. And that was a first down. So 1st and 10, Jacobs again going to get the 3rd handoff in a row and not going to get the first down again, but does fall past the line of scrimmage. TJ Watt was able to get that. Josh McDaniels is frustrated on the sideline. Don't know what's going on there. Zamir White's checking in as Josh Jacobs steps off. Garoppolo in shotgun. Looks to his left, looks to his right, has pressure. That's another sack by the defense. Beautiful play right there by Marcus Golden. Picks up the sack, pushes Las Vegas back. That's the 32-year-old from Missouri. Golden off the end, just a one-on-one, and doesn't stop his motor and runs right into Garoppolo. Unfortunately for the Raiders, Colton Miller wasn't able to hold up his block as a 2nd and 16 approaches Las Vegas. Garoppolo's trying to adjust Jacoby Myers from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. He does see that Levi Wallace is in man. TJ Watt with a head of steam gets it to the Garoppolo, but Garoppolo gets the ball off to Amir Abdullah, who is able to pick up about 14 on the play. Flags flying all over the place. Let's see what happens. It's not going to be a first down, and Garoppolo looks like he went down again. He got hit right as he threw it. I don't know if he's laying on the ground or if he just had to kneel it down, but you have the back judge and the referee talking right now. A lot of talking going on between these two. So now we're going to talk to a coach. It looks like Mike Tomlin's being talked to, so it looks like the penalty's potentially on the Raiders. Prior to the pass, holding, defense. It's going to be a first down for the Raiders, either way. Amir Abdullah, I think the holding was on, number 55, Cole Holcomb, and that's whack, because that's inside 5 yards in my opinion. Anyways, 1st and 10. They take the 5 yards in the first down instead of the chunk play and 3rd down. 7:28, clock's ticking. 1st and 10, Garoppolo. Jacobs on his right-hand side in shotgun. Garoppolo looks left, throws it left. That's Devontae Adams not being able to come up with the catch because the ball was thrown low and behind him. Almost an interception right there by DeMonte Kazee, who doesn't come up with it. But the ball does hit the ground. Garoppolo clutches and then throws it, and then it ends up being behind Devontae Adams, bumps off his knee. Should have been caught. I mean, you're Devontae Adams. He knows it. He got up. He was not happy about it. He knows he should have caught that. So 2nd and 10, Devontae Adams. Far out to the left with Hunter Renfrow right on his right-hand side. Garoppolo gets the ball. Garoppolo looks to his right. Sees Mika Fitzpatrick a little too late. Garoppolo takes a hit and stays down. And there's a flag on the play, more than likely because Garoppolo got hit in the head. But as a defender, what are you supposed to do? I'm sorry. What are you supposed to do? He hits him with his hands, and then Garoppolo goes down. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. No, roughing the passer? He had the ball in his hands. Mika Fitzpatrick comes in unblocked. No, it hit him in the shoulder. His helmet hit him in the shoulder. Whack. 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 Oh, it hit him in the helmet, I guess. But come on. He ducked down into it. Yeah! Yeah, baby. Tell him. Oh, I love it. He said he really don't think it's a foul. I love it. Tell him. Garoppolo under center. Trip bunch on the left-hand side. Quick pitch out to Jacoby Myers, who gets the ball and scoots forward inside the 5-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 2-yard line. I like when the referee agrees with me. I like that. Because guess who he didn't agree with? Chris Collins. Thank you. 2nd and goal. Stop it, Chris Collins. Don't even try to make up for that. Garoppolo's under center. Devontae Adams in the slot on the left-hand side. Josh Jacobs is going to get this handoff, I believe. And Josh Jacobs does get the handoff to the outside. Cuts back in and falls forward. They're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage at the 1.5-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. That was a good read, Chris, finally. So, frustrating, finally, after 3 drives. 3rd and goal. Garoppolo has 3 receivers to his right. It's going to be Devontae Adams now going in motion from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. 5 seconds on the play clock. Garoppolo gets the ball and throws it to Devontae inside the end zone. Touchdown, number 2. The inside-out route on Levi Wallace, unable to stop it. Devontae Adams, the best receiver in the game, on 11 plays, 80 yards, 5 minutes and 51 seconds. Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders score. And the Raiders are going to need to go for 2 to make it just a 1-score game. What a great, I mean, come on. That's my favorite route. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The pivot route's my favorite route. You couldn't stop it. Garoppolo is going to be in shotgun. Devontae Adams is going to start on the left-hand side. They're going to send the Trey Tucker in motion, and Garoppolo has so much time. It's insane. There's a gigantic hold on the left tackle that's not being called. And then finally, there's multiple flags that go for pass interference by the defense. Let's see. Was that Sullivan? Chandon Sullivan, who didn't even turn his head, but there was a massive hold by the Vegas tackle also. Pass interference, oh my gosh. Massive hold. Massive hold. Yeah, that's pass interference for sure. That's pass interference. But that you got to think as a defensive back, Garoppolo had to have had that ball in his hands 5-6 seconds. You got to think that play's almost over. So that's just an unfortunate play by Sullivan. He was in a bad place at a bad time. The Raiders are going to try and punch this ball in. They brought in the big boy for the fullback. That's going to be Jacoby Johnson. And they fake the handoff to Jacobs, and they throw it to a wide open Mayer for the 2-point conversion, who gets it. Las Vegas 15, Pittsburgh 23. Josh Jacobs keeping his job so far. Yeah, I thought it was a run. Everyone thought it was going to be a run. They scooted that much closer, and Mayer just wide open on the post route, or excuse me, the corner route with no one around. Garoppolo gets him the ball, and we're going to go to commercial break.
Music only off.
Keep it OG. You know it's steady guessing like I'm riding on E. I'm a hustler, 10 toes to the block. Fuck 12, got no love for the cops. Keep it yicky with the ladder, only shells for the ops. It's hustle music, motherfucker, if you like it or not.
Like it or not, I'm doing Vegas shots in San Luis Obispo. Doing it moving from Baco to Frisco. Hotel living in every city that I lay over. Spreading game, time's up, bro. Game over.
They don't love me like they used to. They don't love me like they used to no more. They don't love me like they used to. When this shit don't sit well in me, exhale, I get high with that. Still make sure this shit sells and my shit sells. Please get on my way. They don't love me like they used to no more. They don't love me like they used to.
Car hard work T with my hammer tuck 45 ACP. For you dumb fucks who got the juice, I only roll the finest tree. Cackle raw cones rollin' with that Gary P. Got hella flavor, bro. You don't cheat like me. I need that Georgia peach. When I go to sleep, come roll the fast. They fucking with my mental health. Black muscle car roll at night as I roll in stealth. Gotta do it moving. Ain't no time to meditate. Let the vinyl play. Grinding flower as I medicate. Jessica on my playlist. Clothes smell like
Music only.
So we're going to talk about that hit. Yep, as we talk about that hit again by Mika Fitzpatrick on the blitz, Terry, the head referee, agrees with exactly what I say. It needs to be forcible, and Mika Fitzpatrick came in and could have absolutely lit up Garoppolo, but let up. That's exactly what the NFL wants. And yes, he hit. He led in with his shoulder, but as Garoppolo lowers down, the helmet brushed off the shoulder and hit him in the lower helmet. And I just think that, what are you supposed to do as a defender? So Kenny Pickett's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to throw it, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Ball intended for Calvin Austin. And going back to that, what are you supposed to do as a defender? You're coming in full speed, hot as a whistle in the middle of a thistle farm, and you have to then just, it's frustrating. Like it makes sense why people don't want to watch this game sometimes, because it's so inconsistent. Either way, with a 2nd and 10, Kenny Pickett in shotgun, like he's been most of the night, hands the ball off to Najee Harris, who jump cuts around, falls forward for a gain of 2, and it's going to be 3rd and 8, exactly what the Raiders want. A 3rd and long after the big long touchdown drive. So you got about 6 guys on the line, and the Raiders bring all of them on the run, and great play by the corner Robinson, who just fell on the hips of Najee Harris, who came off the edge. So 10 seconds, and they better hurry up. With 5 seconds on the play clock, there is no urgency to get this ball off, and Kenny Pickett sees it finally, but it's too little too late, as there's excuse me, Mike Tomlin's going to take a timeout. First timeout of the half by either team, with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in this game. Should just be a quick little 30 second timeout. We're not going to go to commercial. We're going to talk to Mike Trico here. Sorry, I'm just watching my competition here, studying the competition. Sorry, guys. Listening to Mike Trico and Chris Collinsworth, who have to fill up some airspace here on this commercial. 3rd and 8, Kenny Pickett's in. Warren on the left-hand side. Kenny Pickett gets the ball. Raiders coming in hot. Kenny gets the ball away, and Pat Fairmouth on the intended reception. Great defensive play by Nate Hobbs, who was draped all over Fairmouth. Now let's just take another look at the replay. Nate Hobbs in Fairmouth's pocket, and if anything, you want to call offensive pass interference, because Pat Fairmouth had a hold of the jersey the whole entire time, and the Steelers are going to punt this away with 4:45, and the defense, besides one big play and a couple of iffy ones, the rookie, DeAndre Carter getting back to midfield, not the rookie. The Sacramento State graduate gets near midfield. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in the end of this game. And the Raiders, with a big, long touchdown pass early in the game to Davante Adams, and then a long drive on the last one. Did they figure out what they needed to in this Pittsburgh defense to score? As Garoppolo is in shotgun. Davante Adams and Renfro. He have found the pair. They need to stick together on the left-hand side. Renfro's got his hands in the air like, what's going on? Garoppolo, 8 seconds on the play clock. He's calling things around, gets the ball, finally looks right, looks back center, throws it across the middle. Jacobs gets the catch and is tackled instantaneously by Quan Alexander. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to the end of the game. Pittsburgh with 23, Vegas with 15. Second down, 27 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 4, Garoppolo with his foot on the 50-yard line, ball at the 46. And TJ Watt bull rushing, but the ball gets to Davante Adams and he steps out of bounds with 4:04. First down, pickup of a good 16. Davante Adams just piling on the yards here in this game. You're looking at the face right now of Mike Tomlin, and he's gritting his teeth. Davante Adams, 172 yards, 13 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Garoppolo with the ball in shotgun, and backpedaling, gets the ball to Jacobs at his shoestrings, and Jacobs is unable to come up with a catch with 3 minutes and 59 seconds till the end of the game. Davante Adams today, he's had the ball thrown to him 18 times. He's been able to haul in 13 of those catches for 172 yards, and 2 of those catches were 4 touchdowns. And are you looking at that last play? Levi Wallace in the back pocket of Davante Adams, and Davante Adams is the type of guy that wants that ball every single time, threw his hands up like, why didn't I get that? 8 seconds on the play clock. Are the Pittsburgh Steelers going to bring heat? They have about 6-7 guys at the line, and they don't. And Garoppolo runs out of TJ Watt's arms, tells someone to go deep and gets the ball to Jacoby Myers, who picks up 7 out of the 10 needed for the first down to make it 3rd and manageable here. So TJ Watt came in super fast on that, and Garoppolo was able just to step up out of it and make a bullet pass to Jacoby Myers for a 7-yard gain. 3rd and 2, make it an 8-yard gain. And it was, little defense confusion over here. Renfro sees it. Renfro's in man, and Renfro can beat anybody in man. So let's see if Garoppolo can pick it up, and he hands it off to Jacobs, who needs 2 and picks up 1. That's going to be 3rd and 1. Both of the line judges coming in saying not quite enough. It's not 4th down, was it? It is 4th down. Clock is ticking. You're at 3:22. Garoppolo's under center. 4th and 1. And let's see what you get here. Oh my gosh, you better flag. I don't know. I think that the Steelers were actually lined up in the neutral zone and touched the center. Let's see what happens. Snap infraction, offense. 68. That's going to be Andre James. I want to take a look at that. Because look, yeah, Pittsburgh's lined up in the neutral zone here. I don't know. Pittsburgh's lined up in the neutral zone. I don't know. 4th and 6, Daniel Carlson here. 48-yard field goal. Daniel Carlson is automatic from distances like this. So 47-yard field goal. We have the hike, the hold, the kick. Everything is right through the uprights. And Daniel Carlson, the best kicker in the league, gives Vegas 18. There's a flag on the play. And the Raiders are pointing towards the Steelers. Let's see what it is. It's not going to be enough for a first down if it's a 5-yard penalty, but let's see. Could they put him back in 4th down? 4th and 1? We got a lot of personal foul. Leverage defense. Half the distance to the goal. A personal foul and leverage, half the distance to the goal. They're at the... I thought the ball was at like the 30. The ball's at the 30-yard line. How are you half the distance to the goal? That doesn't even make sense. That's a weak call. You're not really pushing off anybody. Huh. They're saying that he pushed with his right hand off the center. I just didn't see it. 1st and 10. Levi Wallace on the defense is far out. Devontae Adams playing the slot on the left-hand side. And Josh Jacobs fakes the handoff. Jimmy Garoppolo with the happy feet throws it to Jacobs over the middle. Jacobs gets the catch and then is smacked at the 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd, 4 or 5. You got 3 minutes left to go in this game. 2nd and 4. All 3 timeouts by Vegas. "17 seconds on this play clock, and the offset I formation. Garoppolo is going to just do a quick pitch out to Devontae Adams, and it's high and hot, and Devontae Adams is not able to come up with it. 3rd and 4. I don't know why he didn't go up with 2 hands, Devontae Adams, but he threw 1 hand up, and he was unable to come up with the catch. And I just think it came a little too hot. But either way, there was great defense by Levi Wallace, who's been playing great all night long. 3rd and 4. With 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in this game. All my devices are about to die. Jacoby Myers far out to the right. and Devontae Adams far out to the left. Jacoby Myers is now going in motion, and Garoppolo's looking Adams' way and then throws it back to Myers, and it's going to be out of bounds. Myers does come up with a catch, but no toes are inbounds. 4th and 4. What are you going to do here? I'm interested to see what you do here, because you not wasted, but you used about a minute and a half of clock from when you took that field goal last time. And Jacoby Myers gets the catch, but by the time his hands touch the ball, his left foot, if it was in bounds. Oh, they are going for the field goal here. Okay, you have all 3 timeouts. Your defense has pretty much stopped Pittsburgh for the past couple of drives. Daniel Carlson, the 26-yard pitch, has 5 seconds on the play clock, and the Steelers aren't going to do anything. And that goes through the upright to give 3 points. And is Vegas going to go for the onside kick here? I wonder what's going to happen. 2 minutes and 22 seconds till the end of the game. Daniel Carlson running out, gives a little praise to the sky. Got 6% on our what's it called? Scoreboard camera. We got 15% on the main frame. Hopefully this game ends and doesn't go to overtime, and we might lose service everywhere. And the Raiders defense has forced multiple 3-and-outs. The Steelers are set up for an onside kick recovery. And let's find out what Daniel Carlson and this Las Vegas Raiders are going to do. So let's see what we have going on here. Daniel Carlson is going to kick it deep. Says, give him the ball deep. I trust our defense to be able to get this stop that we need here in the 4th quarter. That is what Josh McDaniels said. I have all 3 timeouts. I trust my defense to make stops. God, that's a wild play. And then that was a good. I don't know. I mean, his arm was down. I don't feel like he jumped and used it, but that's just me. 1st and 10. Hand off to Najee. Najee! Touched about 4 yards deep. Falls for a gain of 5 to make it 2nd and 5. That's going to be the first timeout by the Raiders of the second half. It's 2 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. And this is what the Pittsburgh Steelers are known for traditionally as a team. We're going to be able to run the ball anytime we want, and you know we're going to run it. And Mike Tomlin and Najee Harris and the whole entire world know that they are going to run this ball. It's up to the Raiders and Patrick Graham to stop Najee Harris and Kenny Pickett here. Kenny Pickett hands the ball to Najee. Najee sees the hole, falls forward. Another gain of 3 on positive yards to make it 3rd and 3. And Las Vegas calls a timeout with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the game. That's going to be the 2nd timeout. And love to see it. Love to see it. Love to hear the big boys use everything I said early in the game. 3rd and 2. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this game. Raiders down to 1 timeout, and Kenny Pickett opens up the backfield. No one back there with him. Take it back. Najee Harris notices that everybody's in motion. He's going to play the wing on the right. Kenny Pickett's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw a strike, and that's a first down for Allen Robinson. Raiders have 1 timeout as the 2-minute warning is going to stop the clock, and that more than likely is going to end the game. What a beautiful catch by Allen Robinson. Kenny Pickett rolled to the left-hand side, and Allen Robinson, 4 yards past the first down marker, picks it up. Ooh, what a poor defensive play. You had 3 DBs in that area, and Nate Hodge blitzed, and that just left Allen Robinson wide open for the first down. That is a very bad defensive call, and I just told you that Patrick Graham needed to come up with that stop, and Patrick Graham dialed up a very, very poor defensive play. With a 1st and 10, Pittsburgh is going to, they're going to end this game here with a victory. Kenny Pickett under center. Najee Harris lone back, 3 tight ends to the left-hand side. And Najee's going to get the ball, spin out for 1 tackler, and try to push him away. You better be careful of that ball, Najee. It is more important that you hold on to that ball than throwing defenders to the ground, but either way, he does. And Vegas takes their final timeout. You have 1 minute and 53 seconds left at the end of the game. You knew it was going to be a run to the left-hand side. You had 3 tight ends out there. And great defensive play by the rookie, Ja'Cory Bennett, who's been there all night. Came in, met Najee Harris in the backfield, made Najee slip up on the spin move, and then the rest of the defense came in, ripping at that ball, unable to get it out. Las Vegas with no timeouts. 1 minute, 53 seconds left at the end of the game. 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Shotgun. Oh, goodness. Jaylen Warren, the running back on the left-hand side. Don't do anything stupid. Jaylen Warren gets the carry, runs into a brick wall, a.k.a. Robert Spillane of the defense. And Warren shaken up on that play. Let's see what happens. Clock's ticking. 27 seconds on the play clock. 1:30 on the game clock. And I'm watching a video of Jimmy Garoppolo and Josh McDaniels talk on the sideline. What's going on here, NBC? Like, what? Kenny Pickett, 10 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 11, under center. He sees that there's time. Jaylen Warren, the lone back, 2 seconds on the play clock. Kenny Pickett gets it. He's going to hand it off to Warren. Warren tries to get to the outside. 2 hands on the ball. Falls down for a loss of 2. But the clock is ticking. The Raiders will get the ball back, but they're not going to get the ball back with more than 30 seconds to run their offense. So, you know, I'm just here in my garage. But if I'm, let's see, Tom McMahon of the Las Vegas Raiders, I'm all out blitzing this punt. Like, I don't care about my offense. I'm all out blitzing this punt, and they don't do it. The Raiders are going to, we're going to take, we're going to let that, Pittsburgh let it go. And all the way down to 1 second on the play clock before they took their second timeout. That leaves the Raiders with 23 seconds right now. They're going to still have to punt the ball away. So that's going to knock another 7 to 8 seconds off. So you're going to have roughly 16 to 18 seconds if you're the Las Vegas Raiders, and that's with no return on the punt. So, and maybe it was smart by the Raiders and Tom McMahon not to show that it was going to be an all-out block, but Steelers hike the ball quick and get the ball away. 18 seconds on the game clock. Fair cut called at the 8-yard line, and it's through the hands of the defense. And wow, DeAndre Carter